Center, Labor Day, Monday night at 8 o'clock. Good seats available in the box office. You'll see the Texas Heavyweight Championship. Gino Hernandez, the challenger now, against Brian Adias. He'll be defending the belt. We'll be talking to Brian in just a moment. The one-man gang faces Bruiser Brody. That'll be a marvelous battle of the big men, a battle of the giants. Chris Adams goes against Kevin Von Erich. There must be a winner. Anything goes. Gino Hernandez in a steel cage suspended in air above the ring so that he cannot interfere. Maniac Mark Lewin goes against Iceman King Parsons in a big revenge bout for the Iceman. Then, of course, it's the world six-man title, defended by Gary Hart's team of the one-man gang, Maniac Lewin and Killer Brooks, against Kevin Von Erich, Kerry Von Erich, and now Bruiser Brody. Other great names on this card. It'll be a fabulous night. Make sure you're on hand. The Labor Day Extravaganza, 8 o'clock, Monday night, downtown at the Convention Center. I'm joined now by the dynamic duo. You have some packets of hair, no doubt.
Packets of hair. Now look at this. Dumb David Manning Von Erich, the Texas referee.
From the Sportatorium.
Big Mouth Brian Adias. And what have we here? Scum Scott Casey. Come on, Von Erich. Come on, Von Erich. Why don't you accept the hair match? Why don't you accept the hair match? Do we have to cut other people's hair? Do we?
We're not shy. We're not shy. We'll continue doing it. But what I want to talk about, you know, is Labor Day. Being treated like an animal, and you know very well, Mark Lawrence, I don't look like any animal, do I? Answer my question. I asked you a question, Mark Lawrence.
Of course not.
Of course not. Look at this. Let me tell you what. I'm so intimidated by being put in a cage that let me tell you, Kevin Von Erich, you've never owned a suit like this in your life, you hillbilly. I'm going to wear my nicest suit.
Why?
Why? Because I know you're going to beat him, and when you get through beating him, I'm going to have the cage come down from the top of Tarrant County, and when it comes down, I've got something for you. It may be this, and it may be that right there, Kevin Von Erich, because it's not going to work, is it, Chris? It's not going to work.
You see, Gino is so confident that I will beat Kevin Von Erich on Labor Day that he is wearing his best Brioni suit.
Yeah.
And you know what? Kevin Von Erich, you won't be beating me. You won't be beating Gino. All we want to know is, when are you going to accept the hair match? That's what we want to know.
That's what we said, because when the cage comes down and Chris is standing there over you in victory and I step on your face, like we said, we want to hear an excuse or an answer, because you know you're talking about ripping all my clothes off and humiliating me. No, we're humiliating you, because when we win, we want an answer or an excuse, right?
Let's talk about Mike Von Erich. What do we do to Mike Von Erich? Where is he?
How stupid.
Where's
Mike Von Erich?
In the hospital. I hear Kevin was here earlier tonight.
Yeah, Kevin Von Erich's another thing. Being the animal he is, he had the nerve to come up here and try to start something again tonight. Well, save your energy for next Monday night, Kevin Von Erich, for Labor Day, because you're going to need all the energy you can. But not one stitch of my clothing is going to be ripped. Not one hair is going to be muffled. All that's going to happen is we're going to beat you again, and the people then maybe will wake up and realize why we are your champions.
We are not just going to beat you, Kevin Von Erich. We're going to beat you up like we beat your little punk brother up last week.
Let's put them in a semi-private room together in the hospital. Put the two of them together. And then next Friday, I'm here sick and tired of hearing about who is the very best tag team in the world. Well, you're looking at the dynamic duo, and to show you people, hey, we give answers, and we sign title matches. We're not like them. We don't come up with excuses. They said they want a tag team title match. We signed immediately. Next Friday night, nothing's going to be any different. The belts will be back over our shoulders.
Who's going to take Kevin's place?
That's
because Kevin's going to go back.
Maybe Brett, maybe their dad.
Bruiser Brody, you're taking that Mike Von Erich's place. So who's going to take Kevin Von Erich's place next week?
Maybe Fritz Von Erich. Come on. Come on.
We'll take
next
your
Friday, we will still be the champions. And like I said, Monday night, not one stitch of the suit's going to be, and my hairs will look mighty fine.
Let me tell you people just one more thing. You won't see a tag match between Gino and I and Kevin and Kerry, because on Labor Day, we're going to beat that Kevin Von Erich up so bad that he will join Mike Von Erich next door in a bed adjacent to Mike Von Erich. I hate them Von Erichs, Mark Lawrence. You know what I mean.
Yes, I realize that. All right. Gino Hernandez and Chris Adams talking about more damage to the Von Erichs if we haven't had enough already. Here now, the lovely Sunshine.
Hi, Mark. You know, I've known the Von Erichs for quite some time now. I've stood behind them. They've stood behind me. And I'll tell you right now, they're good and honest boys, and I believe in what they believe in. But I can't say that much for the dynamic duo, Chris Adams and Gino Hernandez. They're worthless to me, worthless human beings. What they did to Mike Von Erich cannot be forgiven. It's unforgivable, and it's the lowest thing I've ever seen done in professional wrestling. But right now, after what happened earlier tonight, I'd hate to be in your shoes, dynamic duo, when Kevin Von Erich gets a hold of you. And if I didn't loathe and despise you so much, I'd feel sorry for you. But then again, I do loathe and despise you.
Well-spoken words from Sunshine. As we bring in Brian Adias now. Brian, I know two things on your mind. You've got the big Texas title defense, but you're also appalled, as we all are, about what happened to Mike.
I tell you what, there goes the two macho men of the year right there, Gino Hernandez and Chris Adams. It takes two low-life individuals to come out here and jump on a man that's got his arm in a sling and going to have shoulder surgery the very next day. That's class. That's being macho. Well, that just gives me that much more reason, Gino Hernandez, Labor Day, to beat on you for that Texas Heavyweight Championship belt. And then Kevin Von Erich is going to be on Chris Adams. Chris Adams, I'd get me a plane ticket and go back to England, because Kevin Von Erich is going to annihilate you.
All right. A lot of people fearing for the safety of the dynamic duo all of a sudden. Should be a very interesting night when they turn on the lights at the convention center at 8 o'clock. We'll be back for more. Our television main event is coming up, and don't forget our big feature from the convention center July 4th is yet to come.